back. I've been talking about functions for the past few videos and everything, and as I've said to you before, with JavaScript, everything is an object. This is an object. This is an object. Well, they're variables, but they can be used as objects. You are taking every last element in the entire document and you're turning it into an object that you can do stuff with. You can functionalize things. You can use methods, which are more or less functions. But there are so many that have already been programmed into JavaScript, and you've already seen a couple of them here: toString, split. There was also the length one that I showed you before, length. Like, these are methods or functions in our HTML, for instance. Now, the way it works, like I said, is with JavaScript, what you need to do, and we'll just do this, script. What you need to do with JavaScript is you need to get what you're looking for. So we can go document get element by ID, and we'll get result. And from there, once you get what you're looking for within the document, you get the thing that you want to take from the document, this element here. Once you get that, you can then put some kind of method to it, as we've seen before. toString. So we can do toString. Like that. And from there, you have already turned this into a string. Now, there are so many different things, and again, we want to kind of see it, so let's just see it again. Let's get rid of all this. And let's just go, let's get that button press again. Let's do what button presses. Because you want to kind of tell JavaScript what we're doing. So let's do the change again. All right. So when we press this button, we want to get and that is result, and we'll say toString. What are you fucking doing? What I need you to do, you don't do. And then we'll just alert that, right? Now here's another thing. Get element by ID is also a method or a function. So alert is also a method or a function. Anything that, and is what you get. HTML paragraph element object, that's what you get. Because that's what this is. This is an HTML paragraph element turned to a string, and we alerted it. So you see, like, function within a function within a function. And there are tons of things you can do with this. You can say, I mean, it's not going to work, but we can go to, what was it again? No, we would have to put it outside here. I think it's float. I don't think this is really going to do anything. Oh, we were going to change it to a float. Yeah, nothing happens. It doesn't work. Well, how do you do that again? Was it, wait, was float in? One of it was int. I don't know if it was float. Float means that you want a number with 2 decimal points on it. Yeah, that's not it. Let's go JavaScript to float. Parse float, that's what it was. Now, again, it's not going to really work, but oh yeah, no, okay. I think I do. I don't. Would I put the whole thing in there? I mean, again, it's not. You can't turn that into. It's an object. You can't turn it into a float. That's more if you just have a number or something. But you see, it says not a number. That's what you're gonna get. You can also do parse int, but parse int is going to tell you the same thing. So it's not a number. But let's do something like that. Let's document.write is another one. And we can say document. Or we can just say let's not do that. Let's go. We can say 5, and we can say parse float. I don't know where I would write it though. Well, there you go. Writes it on the document. Now, we also would have to tell it, I think we have to tell how many decimal points we need. Or you could do parse string 5 plus 5. Just do that. I mean, you're not going to notice the difference. It would just be a string of, oh, anyway. I don't need that. We can just go like this. You could do, it's not parse string. It's toString. I just used it and I totally forgot. toString. And it'll just say, oh, look, it calculates it anyway. Sweet. But if I were to do this, though, that wouldn't calculate it. Yeah, it would just be 55. Well, I keep forgetting, I gotta refresh it. But these are just like some number methods. There are also, let me see, do you have a list of methods? This is just object. Here we go, functions. I want to kind of see if they have like a list of functions. But as I've said, we've already been using functions as it is. But let's see, I'm trying to come up with, let's look that up. Let's do JavaScript method list. I don't know why it keeps defaulting to this Yahoo crap. And I don't know why W3 takes so long to load. I just want to see like a list. Okay, so here we go. So we have something like concat. And when you say concat or concatenate, what that means is you're combining two strings together. So you can say var string 1 equals, hey, this is a var string 2 equals string of words, and then you can go document write, and then within that you can go concat string 1. Is that I think it's concat string 1 string 2. No, how do you put it in there again? How do you do 2? Remember like that. Okay. Draw that out. Nope. Oh, okay. I don't usually use concat. There are other ways that you can concatenate. See, and then we concatenate them together. There's also, let's see, let's try out some other ones. Every, which is kind of like a check for a loop. I have ones that I'm a little bit more familiar with. Well, pop push, we've already done stuff like that. Sum, toString, unshift, toUppercase, that's another one. toUppercase. And do that. And you see this is all uppercase. So you have these little functions that you can use at any point that you want to do things with your objects, your strings, whatever. Now, there are also date functions. We can make a date, so it'd be like var to die equals new date. And when you do something like, I don't think, is it uppercase? I think it's, and if you were to document, you would get the date. You can then say dot, was it full year? Or 2, I think it's 2 full year? No. I think you get month. Anyway, I would have to. Yeah, let me show you some date functions. Because there are a lot of date methods. And that, yeah, I was right. Get full year. Some bitch. All right. So, and it was get month. So you have the get month. Zero, because don't forget, everything starts at 0, right? And you could do get month plus 1. Actually, no, get full year. And you get 2023. Get day. All right. And you get today. And you can do all these things with milliseconds or whatever, and then you can even go further. That's getting dates. You can go even further by setting dates. So now if we were to go, come on. If we were to go today, is that, and then we go last year equals today dot set year or set full year? What was it? Set full year. Set full year. And then we can go last year on this day. Wait, 2022. And then we go last year on this day. Actually, let me just do last year. This would be the number in seconds based off of every date in programming starts on January 1st, 1970. So this is how many seconds have been since since that time. And you can just keep calculating it further and further and further. And then you have math. Math is something I kind of want to show you. Math is a series. It's another one of these, like, okay, so date, math, these are objects. And within them you can then do functions like square root, line, whatever. But so let's do that. Let's go var squares equals math dot square root of 25. And we'll just document, right, squares. That's how you do square root, right? That's how you spell it. Yeah, oh wait, I don't think that's gonna work. Well, if we did this, that's the square root of 2. Yeah, so you have these objects that are built in already. And you can go floor to then you get 2. So you have these objects, and I mean, you can have random. You could just do math random. Just give you a random number. So you have these built-in functions. Say it like that, and just get random numbers. So you have these built-in functions, these built-in functions, built-in objects, and everything like that. And as I said, the way it works is you make a variable, which then becomes pretty much an object, or you use an object, and you can tie it to a variable. And then document, object, function, or method, and what we're going to do with it. We do this. So that is the basis of functionality in JavaScript. Object, you tie it to a method, and you could stop there, but you might want to do a little bit more with it. You might want to document, get element by ID, result, style, background, color, actually style, visibility, hidden, and then it disappears. So once you get what you're looking for, you can then just keep breaking it down as far as you can with more and more functions. So now when I return, we're going to use that method with building our own functions, methods, whatever. And I will show you a few little syntax methods and everything like that as we build our own moving forward. I'll see you then.